In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. A couple of years ago, actually many years ago, we attended a clergy laity conference, and we had Deacon Dr. John Christy, a prince of a man, brilliant author, scholar, advisor to His All Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew on environmental matters. He spoke to the clergy families, and he spoke about our brokenness, our personhood and our brokenness. And he spoke about community. In virtually every one of these assemblies, they have microphones up top, and people go to the microphones after the presentation and they ask questions. I virtually never go up to the microphone, but the way this man spoke, just like it mentions in today's gospel lesson, no man ever spoke like this man. Well, that's how I felt about Deacon John Christy, just a beautiful man who has become a good friend, very good friend to us. I was the first to go. It was effortless. I wasn't trying. I wasn't scheming. It was just pure. I just wanted to go and ask him a question after his talk, which was, when he was talking about brokenness and community, I said, Deacon John, have you ever experienced a community that is healthy, that is inclusive, that is supportive? And he just looked up and didn't say a word. For about 20 or 30 seconds was going by, and finally I was just there at the mic, and I was thinking, I'm never going to ask a question again. So I just walked away. And he said, maybe Mount Orthros. But then he stopped and said, but really, not even there. Again, a number of years ago, Protopresbyter and I went to the seminary to visit the seminary after all the years. And one of my professors, a dogmatics professor, Emmanuel Klopsis, he invited us into his office, and he's speaking to us, and he talked about a phenomenon that happens in church, and that is little churches within the local church. Again, strained relations, inability to be inclusive, get along, even in our local parishes. My son, William, was recently talking to me about at work. Sometimes he doesn't feel included, and sometimes, people have little cliques and things like this. And I told him, William, I was so excited to go to the seminary, and because I thought we're all there for the same reason. We're all brothers. And yet, even there, I was disappointed, because again and again, factions, divisions, strife, strained relationships. What can we do? I know that the Holy Spirit can bring union and order. If you compared the icon just a few days ago of the Ascension, next time you look at the icon of the Ascension, of Christ ascending into heaven, look at the disciples, look at the Mother of God. They're all in disarray. They're all in disorder. They're all looking up, wondering. 10 days later, which is today, after the Ascension, you have the icon of Pentecost. And you see the disciples in order, in union, because of the descent of the Holy Spirit that came upon them. The Holy Spirit can make us a community in unity, the very thing that I've always sought for. However, We live in this world being beguiled by the devil. The natural man does not receive the things of the Spirit. He sees them as being foolish. The carnal man has his mind set on earthly things, personal wants, selfish desires. Sometimes I just think, on this side of life, I just have to lower my expectations, I guess. We're never going to see a community that is inclusive and united all the time. It's just not going to happen, I don't think. We might catch glimpses of it. Yes, we do catch glimpses of it. I have been part of that. But we're not able to sustain that. We're people. We are broken. The best thing we can do is not to try harder. I'm going to try to be nicer. Or I'm going to try to be this. Or I'm going to forget it. You're not going to do it. What we have to do is try to acquire the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit comes, it is effortless. There's no effort at all. We are able to achieve some kind of union and communion with others. St. Paul quoted some Old Testament prophets and writers, and he talked about what that harmony is going to look like on the other side of life, since it's so difficult on this side of life. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor has it even been entered into the heart of man, the things which God has prepared for those who love him. We can experience a foretaste of that today, my friends, because today we are calling down the Holy Spirit in just a moment with this kneeling Vesper service. That's what those prayers are all about. Be attentive. Join yourself. Open yourself up to the Holy Spirit. Please join us in prayer.